Hey guys, welcome back to the B.O.B. podcast, Better Off Better. That's what the layman's call it.
That was slick.
But no one listening to it is a layman. They're all coolins.
See, I feel like we gave you the
We started
leeway.
strong. We trusted you.
You almost did it. And
I feel like I
just
kinda
kind
go
of, pew, like straight down into the ground.
That's fine. My name is what? My name is who? My name is Chicka Chicka. Sammy.
I'm gonna edit it to say, my name is Sam.
Okay, cool.
And me? Who am I?
Chicka
Chicka.
Chicka Chrissy Crossy.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jenny's up. Come on. What do you got planned? You saw ours. We're sick. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Jenny.
Okay.
I'm still Jenny. It's okay.
Oh, Jenny from the block.
She's from the block.
I have a lot.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's copyright.
It's yeah.
No,
You
copyright.
This is Better Off Better, the podcast where we competitively compete to be better. With competitively.
Let me take over there, Squirt.
Yo, drop that short summary of what we all about, Chrissy.
Give him the beat.
Probably knowing the beat. Let's say I'm not really like a beat
Yeah,
guy.
no, I didn't. I wasn't even
All right.
married to it.
Yeah, I
so
wasn't consenting
didn't even
to
like
the
the
beat.
idea. So
Better Off Better. What's that? You're probably wondering. Well,
I am.
yeah,
What is it?
Let me tell you, friends. This is our competitive cutthroat journey to self-betterment. We are setting forth on 7-day challenges to become better people. We're not that great. We've come to realize in life, but through 7-day challenges, sometimes of the conventional, things you've probably heard of, variety, things like we went vegetarian for a week, we've done daily journaling, taking 10,000 steps a day, things like that, waking up at 6 a.m. every day, to the experimental, less conventional things you've probably not heard of, backed things for weeks. We've done things like dance therapy, things like juice cleansing.
I hate how you say
Cleansing.
that.
Juice cleansing.
Spending no money for a week. Things like that. Our podcast is split up into 2 parts. Part 1, the first half is the before. We discuss what we're going to be doing for a week span. And then part 2, the second half, we return with the results, jumping back after a week. So we hit you after 7 days doing the thing we set out to do. Does that make sense? Hell yeah, it does. And of course, we end things off in the most competitive ways possible. I told you, this is a competitive freaking podcast. We come back with a winner, a champion, and a loser, a Sammy. We fight, we argue, it gets bloody, it gets cutthroat. This is the destruction of a friendship, if nothing else.
Yeah.
You would say.
It's collapsing.
Hell yeah.
I feel like we
definitely
should
the
introduce a
process.
new segment where we say one nice thing about each other.
I don't like it. Moving
should
on.
not.
That was
a
I think
stupid,
so. Ready?
stupid idea.
I think we should
Ready,
make a segment
Jenny?
where like Sam has better ideas.
That could be good. Maybe a benefiting Sam's brain. You could do like a little, like a light
Yeah.
vocab where I know you're not very wordy.
You could do like a math puzzle maybe once a week.
Yeah, that could be fun. A little, maybe we do like a lesson. We'll
Yeah,
teach
we
you
could
like.
print you out a worksheet and you can maybe work on it silently in that corner of
That's
the table.
cool. Yeah, that's nice.
That being said, we are still looking for applicants.
Yeah, please.
for
I
the
would
third
love
host.
replacements. Would be, like
So-
I would love being replaced.
Definitely send those in.
See if they enjoy getting shat on every day.
We are, as Jenny says best.
You could say that we're on a journey to become healthier in the least healthy way possible.
Wow, I would say that, Jenny.
That is
You
so
would.
articulate.
I guess I
would?
didn't have to say anything I said. There's the sum up.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
We are unhealthy people doing unhealthy means to become.
Nope, see, you somehow
You just
ruined
gotta
it.
you
You
just
butchered
wordy it up.
But didn't you do so great?
All right, Jenny. What we doing this week?
Yeah, Jenny. Let us have it. What's this week's challenge?
This, one sec, me and Sam are
Yeah, we're doing a secret handshake.
For the listeners,
We're doing our secret handshake.
I really don't like what's happening in the middle of the table. It's the handshake, and I don't like when 2 become closer than the 3 of us. So.
Anyways, Sam, we are cutting out, or attempting to cut out, filler words.
No filler words for
That
a whole week.
includes words like words like words like, words like
Nice.
fucking.
What? Yeah, Jenny be saying. I walked into the house and she like, "Yo, Sam, pass me the fuck, so we can fuck." And then she said that.
What? She did?
Fuck.
And then we If you know what I mean.
I would say, let's credit where credit is due. This was Jenny's idea for this one, and it's a great one. Let me say, lovely contribution to the cause.
Honestly, most of them have been Jenny's idea. Give her credit where credit is due. Yeah.
No, one credit, one check. Fine. Ooh, we got a star on the sticker chart. Let's say that this is a great idea. It became so immensely clear just how many filler words this crew says.
There's one right there.
Amongst me editing this damn podcast, having to micro listen to our conversations over and over again.
Having to micro listen.
Stop goddamn counting my words. Okay, I get it. We have changes to be made.
Like is that's a miss. I feel like the word like can be used in different contexts.
We talked about this.
We discussed.
When I told
it has
Chris,
to be like
Oh,
like
wow.
that, that.
Exactly. That's exactly how you can do it. That was awesome. Yeah,
when
that was
I told Chris this idea, first he said, oh, well, I don't really do that too much, so it'll be easy for me. And then we immediately found out that is incredibly untrue.
I feel
And then we talked about, that was so many, we talked about the fact that like can be used in the proper way. See, now I'm trying to do it
as a simile.
So
you
slow.
can use like as a simile.
Mm-hmm.
Your hair looks like an old lion.
Perfect. See, that was incredibly
perfect
accurate.
use.
Why old lion? Because it's fucking gray? Because it's a gray head?
That's not the reason.
But yeah, so you can drop a like as a simile. God, there were some there. I'm hyper noticing them right now.
No,
this is tough
crazy
to record, I gotta say.
It already makes me talk so much slower, and it's really rough. It's gonna be hard.
Listen, this is a very educational one for many reasons. Firstly, pay attention to how many we say in this part. Now I'm hyper noticing it.
Are we stupid?
Definitely. But when we come back, I hope that there's a drastic noticing of differencing in the levels of ahs and ums we say.
Can I instill a second rule?
I don't think.
And request that we use real words.
I think real words would be a great way.
I think that's the problem. That's why we can't say just we have to say that it's all
differencing of the
we should say all filler words because I use any word to fill.
Dude.
Sometimes I'll just
I say dude a lot.
You say dude a
Bruv.
lot. So, no filler words for 7 days.
Okay.
But Chris, you're probably thinking things that you could ask me in an aggressive manner, such as, why does cutting filler words benefit you? How is that of self-betterment?
Yeah.
Well, to that I would say, according to Toastmasters and Caroline Kennedy, it does things such as building confidence.
Toastmasters?
Yeah, it's a very credible website. It's a .org.
What are you,
Jenny.
an idiot,
You think
dude?
just anybody has a .org?
Toastmasters? Dude, they got pumpernickel, they got sourdough, they got different crispness going on, dude.
If there's a bread pun to be made, and Sam is within...
Just say the yeast, dude! I love puns!
So again, we are open for applications for a third member. We are definitely still looking very diligently, so just let us know. Everybody.
Can't be better than me, though!
Can't be better than him.
This podcast actually came about it's a spin-off from your other podcast, which was much less successful. Was it Breader Off Breader? And you did it for 7 years, right? Talking about bread week after week after week. Which it was very good. In your defense, it was awesome.
Yeah, people don't understand how many different kinds of bread there are.
Not a lot, but I do know. As we found out as the listeners of that podcast.
Yeah,
this week we're going to be doing sourdough again.
For the 28th time.
Pumpernickel episode part 75.
According to Toastmasters International, the key to public speaking, the key to successful persuasion, all these things, politically, professionally, businessally, it builds your confidence, it builds your fluency, it builds your ability to speak. That's why I'm doing so incredibly well with this articulation.
You said businessly.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I feel you're filling your filler words up with fake words.
Well,
you'll say a real word and then you'll add a isly. You'll add a isly or a bezly. You'll be like walkingly away from the dock is.
We need to get rid of those as well.
Also, but here's my thing though.
Okay, your thing. Probably better than Caroline Kennedy's.
Yeah, it says politically, but let's not forget about one of the great politicals. Obama was an ummer, a hardcore ummer. He would
or that man.
He would and ah and oof and a.
But his was like gravelly.
He was like kind of sexy, and you're like he's figuring it out, and we're figuring it out too,
Daddy. Yeah, that's the thing.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cutting out filler words, it builds your confidence and increases your ability for persuasion.
I feel like that's what we said with the dance therapy one too, and I feel like that didn't change my confidence.
I felt way more confident. I went out in public naked the other day.
Yeah, but you've been doing that for years.
Yeah, but I was more confident about it.
Oh.
Caroline Kennedy, daughter of late United States President John F. Kennedy, for our foreign fans, that was a president. The president is the elected leader of the nation, United States in this case.
Rated lowest for sitting in the passenger seat of a car, actually.
That's right.
Of all presidents.
Also,
I also saw that tweet.
Yeah, it's so good.
Anyway, she gave an interview in 2008 that decided the future of her U.S. Senate campaign. And so this article on Toastmasters discusses the fact that she uses 27 ums, 38 you-knows, and then a sporadic amount of other filler words. So it was noted as a terrible...
Do I use the word do I use that phrase? I feel like I don't.
That's an interesting one, though, because there's words like that or phrases like that where people... Where people have... Like, I'll watch YouTube videos explaining something, if it's like a business video or like a marketing video or some shit, and I'll like so quickly notice, because it'll be a 28-minute video uncut, and just notice how every new fact, they have the same transition words, or they end with like a or they end with like a the thing is, or like a or whatever the thing
is also a good one. They end with like a...
The animation studio?
Yeah.
So that's why...
Yo, animation nerds out there, you loved that one.
That's why we can't really have it just be like or uhs or buts. We can't say the right words. It needs to be any filler words. That's what this article is kind of talking about, that it can be anything. So these other articles I found are talking about, but filler words as a whole are a very negative thing to your ability to speak in front of people. So we're going to cut that shit. So if you have other ones that are things that you end phrases off or start sentences off, be on top of your game.
Just speak articulately.
Double saying words.
Double saying words?
No double saying words.
But what if it's what if it's like
such a good time?
Okay, that's a good example, but like you also did it earlier on where it was like it's going to be a tough like when it's
emphasis
to emphasize how difficult or like
just because you don't emphasize shit because you're a sort of emotionless, soulless creature.
You don't need to say tough.
But it's not fair. I'm excitable and excited.
Tough, soft,
So we need to be on top of our game. We need to ourselves be following the things we're saying, watching ever so closely to our conversations and words, phrases, and all that, and the loved ones close to us. But to track the amount of transition words, filler words that we're using, we're each and every one of us gonna get the Tally app.
An app to tally things.
Yes, no free promo, but is an app that tallies things vaguely. So we will literally hit the tally button every time we use any filler word. Okay?
Okay.
And this needs honor. This needs honesty. This means
so I feel
bravery,
like we
frankly.
need to also something that I would like to throw in there, because there will be ones that we miss. Mm-hmm. I would say we throw 10 on each of ours, right off the bat. Just for ones that we miss.
I mean, why don't we just kind of take into account the fact that we probably missed some?
I mean...
Yeah, that's us
taking into account. If we're each going to throw 10 at each other, why don't we just throw 0?
Yeah.
Okay, seriously, that was the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my life.
That was the stupidest thing you've ever said.
I was building to a joke, but it's fine. No, we can move on.
No, sorry.
It's cool.
Okay.
No, never mind. Fuck it.
Cut it. No, the funny guy.
No, it's cool.
Let's go with the funny
never
joke
mind.
here.
Set up for the bait you were setting up for.
So we should throw 10 tallies. Would you agree, Sam? What do you think about 10 tallies just because we'll probably say 10 each? What do you think about that idea? Oh, just to be safe, we should each give the person to our right $1 so we have money to buy food this week, right? That would make sense, though, because then we could have money to help each other out. Would you think so?
So we're going to be using a tally-like app.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite
This
segment.
one is everyone's favorite segment.
Everyone's favorite. Everyone's always saying
I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing.
Initial fears. Oh, so fearful initially.
Okay.
So let's list some things we're afraid of this week. What will this do? What are we scared?
I'm gonna pop right out the gate and go first. I'm scared just about
getting old, really.
About these specifics of having a conversation with Chris or with anyone and not paying attention to it. If I catch Chris doing it, having to have him mark it down, or if I mark it down, or like how that works.
Can I say, I'm scared of the exact opposite of that thing. You're scared you're gonna miss it. I'm scared I'm gonna pay so much attention to everything I'm saying that I'm not able to talk anymore.
No, I agree. I'm concerned about it.
Even 5 minutes ago, when you started calling me on my bogue and my hogue, I think that I was already hyper paying attention to every word that came out of my mouth. Like I was picturing them before they
can see the words
that
you're about to say.
Like you're a censor. Like you're trying to censor somebody on TV, but it's yourself with words.
Fuck, I just did one. Okay.
You're sitting there at the censor button.
And you can't do it.
And I'm just like not even thinking about my words that I'm saying, but thinking about to make sure I'm avoiding including certain words.
Yeah.
So how can I function like this?
It's pretty awful.
It's gonna be a tough week.
So there's my fear. You got a more creative one you want to add, or do you want to just piggyback off ours? Sorry, I didn't.
No,
okay,
I feel like
piggybacked off mine.
Well, I feel like
okay,
yours. Antonyms aren't the same, Jenny.
So my biggest fear, I would probably be just constantly worrying about what I'm saying.
You said just.
You see what I'm saying? Like it comes out anyway. I'm really focusing on it, but it just keeps happening, and it sucks. It sucks. I'm already focused on it, and that's literally what my week's gonna be. It's just thinking about everything that I say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock myself away. I'm not gonna say anything all week.
I think we all have to try so hard to accurately count it, though.
That's the thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
and nobody,
whether or not we win or lose,
including me and you. I know me and you are very close to each other in geographic location, but none of us should exchange what the number is at any point through the week. So there's no competition until we get to the table, even if it's like 500.
And we have to be really honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think
brutal
we should all
honesty.
Handshake right now.
Okay. I mean, we swear on the duck when we come back. But
you know how you do it? Everybody put their hand like this, and then you go in.
Okay. For the listeners, we're doing oh my God, one of the most sensual moments of my life.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Have you guys never done that before?
Can we keep? I'm like rock hard. If we just give it 30 more seconds, I should be good.
All right.
I'm getting
what's
there.
next?
Sorry. Yeah. Let's move on. So let us hit it with what, on record has been called everyone's favorite segment.
Oh my God.
For weeks on end
we
now.
were finally at the segment. Yes,
this is
everyone's
the
favorite.
one.
I've been waiting for this one.
Okay.
The public humiliation. This is the part where we get to make our predictions on who is gonna fuck up the hardest, do it the worst, and, publicly blast them for a hot sec.
Fucking got him, dude, is
Jenny,
what I'm saying.
Who do you think's gonna fuck up the most at the table? Who's gonna suck at this challenge the most? And who needs it the most, frankly?
I was initially going to say me, but I feel like it might be Sam. Just because of how many you've said. But then again, if we include Chris's fake words and just injecting
fake
random words.
Is definitely a
but you
stretch.
just inject random words.
Yeah, maybe
you add little endings to words that don't have it
and
different
saying the
differentable
same thing. It really could be any of us. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a tough week.
I'm just concerned that Chris isn't going to count him saying the same word in 5 different ways as filler words.
Well, that's not a filler word. That's creative conversationalism.
But it's
it's not.
It's not.
It's repeating the same sentence 5 times in different ways.
Okay. My mother, father, brother, and sister are all linguistics experts, and that's where I get my vast vocabulary from. And indubitable...
One, you have no siblings.
Okay.
And
doesn't that make sense, folks?
So you're both perplexing and, frankly, tar-tainting yourselves in this conversation. So
I feel like you're not going to count those.
I needn't say anymore.
You need to count those.
Okay. As you could call it the Lord of the land, so to speak, the Master of the Grove. I don't know how you would say it.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
King of the Castle.
Uh-huh.
The one who edits the podcast. I hear our conversations a lot, as I previously touched upon. We talk, we discuss, we linger.
Okay.
Mostly you guys, obviously.
This is what I'm talking about. This is literally what we're just talking about.
Doesn't matter.
We talk, we linger, we run, we write, and then we do more things like
I need an assurance from you.
I don't do that.
I need an assurance from you that you're going to count those. Put your hand on the duck and tell me that you are going to count those.
Listeners, my hand's on the duck. Yes, I'm going to count those. Okay, God damn you. As the one who edits and hears the words amongst us, you, bitch.
He's talking to Sam.
Say so many things. The amount of work I have to do to get to your phrases sometimes, you will drop 25 ums before you say, yeah, the week was fun.
He showed me a clip last night when I suggested this, and you said, dude, seriously, dude, it was that bad.
You!
If we say, like if we do something like that, do we count that as 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What if, now this is a serious question.
This is going to be a horrible
Sometimes
week
I have,
of losing time.
you could say I have an unhealthy diet sometimes. Sometimes those lead to
I do say that.
blood pressure things, heart things, palpitations, whatever. Let's say I had a stroke and I was stuck on a word and it was like an
That counts.
It does. Okay,
Yeah.
so if I'm put into the hospital and it's all I can
Yeah,
say.
and all you can say, and you
That,
end up...
that
So you're going to say that I would
You would
lose
lose
the
that
week?
week. You would
Yeah.
lose that week. And
Okay.
since you would be like in a coma, we would make you eat the Sammy.
We'd
We'd
slide
shove a
it
little
in.
piece in there.
We'd open your
Oh, yeah,
lips
great,
up
okay.
and we'd just slide it in
I guess that's
there.
what I was making sure, to make sure you guys are committed to the cause.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate
We are,
that.
so.
Well, that's lovely.
Great.
Did you have someone you wanted to publicly humiliate? Samuel?
Myself.
Samuel. That
Yeah.
would be 3. You
Myself.
count that as 3.
Because I am a noble, kind human being that understands
the
that I
fuck
have
up.
flaws.
Anyway.
I have flaws.
You don't have flaws, beautiful.
I do.
What?
And-
Name 10.
Being friends with you.
Maybe like AD5.
Got him! Set me up perfect for like that swing,
Hey,
bitch!
Chris. It's
Fuck you.
Hey, it's okay, Chris. What if Chris's butt looks really nice one day?
And she's
And you're
drooling.
like- And you're like,
but,
but. You gotta count them all.
But, I'm like cheering him
It
on.
depends on how many T's are used in that
okay.
word.
She
So
does
if I
get
specify-
fixated on it
'Cause
sometimes, though.
I like cheer it on sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time when my ass was looking fat in those the sweaty pants? And you were like, badonga bonga donga donga, and you literally did that for like an hour straight because you couldn't stop. You was drooling. That was awesome.
All right, guys, last call.
And it is time
What is it time for?
for
Is it everyone's?
everybody's
Oh my god, it's a
absolute
segment.
This
favorite
one's good.
segment.
Oh, God.
I know
All
we've
right.
all been waiting for
You're
this.
gonna
waiting.
wanna
I know.
stay tuned for this
I
one.
know. Last
call. All right, so this is where we have our last chance to do the thing that we are not doing.
Indulge ourselves.
Yeah.
To put it
I just did it
a little
myself.
more simply, you might say.
We are going
Let's
as
you know,
might say and
This
Dude,
is good. This
maybe
probably won't be
indulge
annoying to
ourselves.
anybody, which is
Yeah,
why my
no
favorite
one's
part
like-
about this segment.
yeah, no one.
Let's take
is
back the
gonna-
last statement. This is no one's favorite segment.
Yeah, I agree.
We're indulging ourselves by saying ahs and ums and
Yeah,
and other slumbers of the variety.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
please, if the indulgement would begin.
I'm feeling like we're indulging already. You know
Well,
what I
I
mean?
wasn't. Now I'm going to. Let's begin. I
yeah.
think you made stupid decisions with your tattoos.
Yeah.
Blast. Come watch the video. Sam's tattoos are weird.
Dude, I can't remove these. I have to think about that now.
Sam has left the table. Sam has returned with a knife slicing at his tattooed arm.
That was just for the pod.
Me crying alone in my room later was
Yeah, that's just for the
Me
pod.
leaving immediately after this is for the pod. Okay, so it's clear we have faults in this regard.
We do.
Largely, and this is going to be a challenging frickin' 7 days, I will say.
I agree.
And it doesn't count if you just stop talking for the whole week. That's cheating, I'll
Yeah,
say.
you need to have some
You
conversations.
do have to talk.
You
And
have to
we
speak.
talk about businesses a lot and very frantically, so I think that we're going to have a hard time.
We will be so caffeinated some mornings and just be like talking
We'll
so
be
fast.
vibrating and just talking as fast as you possibly can back and forth to each other.
And let's just say, there's some arms in there. There's some likes. And you best believe, there's some butts.
All right, everybody,
That's
thank
3 tallies for Chris.
So as soon as this sector ends right here, it begins.
Yeah, as soon as
Yes.
we say goodbye, that's when we say goodbye to the filler words.
Wow. Very
That was
well said.
incredibly well
Thank
said.
You are like a
Thank you.
wordsmith. This will be nothing
I
for you.
smithing that word.
Uh-oh.
I had to be like ding 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 ding.
You
be smithing
lost the credibility I was giving you. I'm no
Okay,
longer
fair
interested
enough.
in supporting you
Fair enough.
at all.
Still, applications are open. Thank you guys so much for listening to
So far.
Oh my
the
God.
first half of this podcast.
Oh yeah. So we will see you in 7 days. 7 days when we are no longer filler word
7
users.
days.
We will be different, changed
7
individuals.
days for us, 7 seconds for you, unless you decide to stop this podcast and do it along with
Yeah,
us.
man. Stop
All
for the
right.
week and also cut out the filler
And
words for
maybe
yourself.
never come back.
Let's do this thing in 3, 2, 1.
7 days later.
Let's
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to It's Been 7 Days. It's been 7 days later. Here we go. What's going on? What's going on?
Welcome back to It's
1, 2,
Been
3, 4, 5.
7
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's been 7. 7 minimum. 7 minimum. A lot of hours.
Do I have 8?
24 hours each.
Do I have 8? Do we have 7? Do we have 8? We have 8. We have 8. Do we have 8?
Seven.
Do we have 9? Do we have 9? We have 8.
We are
We have
back.
9.
It's not like it's factual. It's 7.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It has been 7 days. That was very intrusive, and we are back.
You mean yours? Yours was rather intrusive.
I was honestly-
Me and
I
Sam
was
were on the
about-
same
I
I
was
meant
page.
like-
both of you guys were
We should,
actually
yeah,
extremely intrusive.
come in really
so-
aggressively,
I
loudly.
feel like mine was calming and pleasant to the ears.
Well, people like a sort of
People
unpredictable.
like sort of.
Yeah. What?
Like the word a.
But you said sort of. So it's like a.
Sorry that I have a stutter. That's not
That's
That's not a filler
Don't
word that I have
blame
a
that.
birth defect stutter.
Bro.
The audience likes a sort of unpredictability in the levels of a podcast, from what I understand. Like sometimes they like
what I
them
hear.
smooth on the ears, and sometimes boom, it just pops. And
See,
it.
that's awful.
Well,
Don't
no,
do
they
that
like
to
that.
people.
They
No,
like
they're
that.
a fan.
Who likes that?
If I'm listening to a podcast and it's all one
You
tone,
want
I'm
your
falling
ears
asleep.
to
Yeah.
just hurt?
But then, if there's some zippiness
I'd
to
be
it,
okay if we're like a sleepy time podcast, you know, if people
No,
are falling
that's our
asleep
spin-off.
too
I
loud.
demand everyone's
off in
fully
bed.
awake. This is a morning
Ooh,
pod.
better off bedtime.
Ooh, better off in
Better
bed.
off bedtime.
Better off better.
Better off bedtime.
Better off in bed. This week we're
Oh my
trying
god,
missionary.
better off bedtime.
See you next time for reverse cowgirl. With this
I
one,
was thinking more of like a.
Like a cozy sleepy
Oh, I
maybe-
said. I apologize.
Oh, you said, wow, Sam Caswell
I think
said,
I did as
can't
well
imagine
at some
that.
point.
Compilation, maybe, I'm not gonna, but
Don't
for
do
reference,
that.
there's a lot.
It's literally an hour.
Funny you mentioned,
It's for the poor.
thanks, for the poor,
Like alms for the poor.
that was so offensive to the poor.
Honestly.
For
We're
your
gonna lose all of
information,
our poor listeners.
almost all of our demographic is the poor.
We are the
How
poor.
do they afford a podcast?
This is the only one they can afford. Hey, listen, speaking of conversation and talking, let's shut up, cease it, and move on to one word to sum up our week. Jenny, start us out. One word. How'd it go, baby?
My word's gonna be nice, dude. Thanks.
I was thinking in the shower this morning what my word was going to be. And as long as I didn't say anything was a winner, was basically my rule of thumb.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's fine.
For mine, though, my word would be
Well, I was actually in the shower and I was like, any word but will be fine.
You didn't shower. Fact dump.
stank.
Sammy, word of choice.
This is hilarious so far, everybody.
Fine.
Fine. Accurate. Yeah, definitely accurate. Well, lovely. Let us then move on to everyone's favorite segment.
Chris apologizing.
Never. Not gonna happen. I'm not very close personally with you guys. Hands on the duck! For the listeners out there, our hands are all tightly compacted upon the duck where we swear our honor on a weekly basis, because if we don't swear our honor, then we could be men and women of dishonor, and we're not that. Are we that? We are not that. So please swear along with me. We are men and women of honor. We will tell the truth and nothing but the truth, because we swear by our word, or without our word, we are nothing. We are no one. We are family members without a family, because our family would never love and own us if we were to swear honor and not be
Really
honorable.
changing it up.
No, this is exactly how I always say it. So honor is sworn, the truth will be told, and now we can move on to the segment that requires our honor and our truth. Who fucked up this week? Also known as Moment of Truth!
Everyone's favorite segment.
This
It's
one is-
everyone's. If anyone says it's not their favorite segment, they're lying.
They wouldn't say that, because it is. It's factually known this is everyone's favorite segment. So here lies the part
I don't
where...
really like it that much.
That's fine. Here lies the part where we admit to our faults of the week. And this is a very easy one to admit to, because we have a number system, an exact count. Our moment of truth shall include the number of fuck-ups. Very simple this week. So, Jenny, let's have you start us off, please. How many times did you screw the pooch on this one, babe?
Ew.
Thought that was hot.
Everything about that was gross.
The pooch part. Dogs are icky.
I'd say that was the least gross part somehow, which is weird.
What else was gross, babe? Should we snuggle this
That's
one
just,
out?
No, that's what he calls people.
Yeah, babe.
Everyone. He calls babe. He calls his mom babe.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, babe.
I met President
babe.
Barack Obama, and you know what I said?
What?
Hello, sir.
Hello, Mr. President.
Hello,
obviously.
Mr. President.
But I would have.
Oh, Mr. President, babe. Doing such good
Babe.
stuff. Babe.
My total for all of the days was 222.
222
And I
fuck-ups
have
across the
the
week.
day breakdown if you want, because Saturday really fucked me. When
Just
we
tell me,
went
was
to
there an
your-
improvement across the FUPs, S's?
So I'm gonna say yes and no.
Poops.
Yeah, why don't you spell, babe?
Ooh, I'm gonna say yes
FUTSs?
and no, because my first day was 53, which isn't great, and then it went down a lot. It went down to 23 and then 30, so it was low. But then we went to your cousin's house on Saturday, and we played charades like the really, really cool people we are.
Yep.
And so that one was a lot because
That's
I was trying to
literally half
guess
the game
charades.
is
yeah,
saying
it's like fuck, so that really
Yeah.
was kind of a rough one. And then it went down to 18 and then 42.
Sammy, hit us with your count, please.
I think the main reason why I did so well
Oh, God.
was because I just cut myself off from society.
This is the moment of truth, okay? Not the moment of brags.
Yeah, I know. Come on, man.
No.
Well, I think that I did
didn't
so
do-
well.
I didn't
The
do better
reason
than
I
Jenny.
did so good, the reason my cock looks so big in these jeans is because of the size of it. You.
I didn't do better than Jenny. And I'm also probably one of
Fuck
the worst. I'm
Usually
the worst at the
you
table.
are the worst.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
say.
I'm the worst at the table when it comes to saying, I'm really bad at it.
I know.
The amount of editing
Dude.
that we have to
Dude.
do to get all this out of here.
There's a team of 38 people dedicated to just cutting Sam's ums and uhs
And
out from the...
dudes.
And the dudes. Big
Alright.
time. My God.
They'd
Yep.
be cutting the dudes.
I've got just so many thoughts pumping around in there, you know. I just gotta, just gotta link them up and have them come out. And sometimes,
It's funny
the
because-
ums are like the little train cars that break up the little thoughts. You know what I mean?
In terms of
Just
thoughts
so
that
smart.
actually get out, it's about a tenth of the noises that come out is an actual thought.
Okay.
Dig.
I like to think that like 90% of his brain is just mush at this point, so it really just
That was
takes
really
a
mean.
bit
That was
to-
really,
honestly,
really
to
mean.
get.
Honestly, uncalled for.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was talking about Chris.
So you cheated and you cut yourself off from society, I
For
guess.
the-
And it's good that you came clean right away that you cheated.
No,
And-
I didn't. No. I didn't cheat.
Yeah.
That's how I was gonna live either way.
Right, I suppose it's my time for a little moment of truth, eh? Moment of truth? That regular accent I was... Okay, let's just... Yeah,
That's
I'll move past that one.
I don't understand why that was a thing.
Totally, right. My tally count, friends, family, loved ones.
Tally count.
Dun 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 dun! 324.
Oh, you had more than that.
No, I did not have more than that. That's an accurate count.
More than that.
That's an accurate count.
It doesn't matter because he still
I mean, he
lost
still
by
lost.
100.
Okay, oh, that does
He
move along.
lost by 99.
My moment of truth, yes, the number was rather large in the 300s. Fine, I think that's impressive of me to admit to right away. I think that's something to
What a
note.
big man.
Thank
What
you.
a big man with a big
Really, you know what? You know what a big man like you deserves?
pat on
This
the
is
back.
over.
Big pat on the back. A big pat.
It's been going on for 4 episodes. It's not funny. There's listening. It just sounds painful. They're sympathizing with
I
me.
love it so much. It's
Oh.
so good.
It's
for me.
everyone's favorite segment.
Everyone's favorite segment. It's
Let's
brilliant.
talk results.
all of I feel like our sound clips are getting stale because it's all the
Yeah,
same.
I feel like you
Fine.
need to not do that.
Yeah, Jenny, you want to take it over?
Again.
What's the results?
I'd really appreciate if he stopped
Yeah,
before
can
we
you,
did
can
our.
we give us a clean palate?
Let me give you a clean palate real quick. Try a saltine and a real quick sip of water so your palate's cleansed.
You could have gone with like a paint palette, but no, you went with food. It obviously makes sense.
You know what's gonna happen when
I'm
this
so
your
sorry.
podcast is done?
I'm so sorry.
Your stain-washed bleach denims,
Chris.
straight out of fucking Hollister. I'm gonna shit on them, bitch. My clean palate. I'm gonna poop on your white pants.
Yeah!
Oh, see, you.
I'm part of this.
We had a vibe going.
It was really nice. It was like kind of like a beach vibe.
It's all 3 of us. The results.
Coming to the summer, getting warmer, changing of seasons, if you will.
That was smooth. So our
then you
favorite
came in
segment. Who saw benefits? Was it difficult on day 1? Was it easy on day 1? Was day 2 good?
Did you like
How
it?
was the
Were you a
the
fan
rest
of day
the
2?
days?
Jump around, baby. Tell me some tales.
I just knowing myself, I know that it wasn't gonna stick. I was gonna really try. I really tried and I became very aware of it, so that's kind of like a detriment, because now whenever I say or hear myself go or like or dude, I'm automatically like a little zappy in my...
You must be being zapped a lot, then. Must be constant zaps.
Okay, you're gonna...
I was just very aware of every time I said it, and I say it a lot, and it's now like a... What's the guy's name with the dogs?
Pavlov?
Yeah, it's like a Pavlov. What? I don't understand that joke.
I believe there's some puppies featured in one of his films.
Oh, Cujo?
It's the dog that's like,
awesome.
Oh, you fuck? You think I'm fucking funny? You wanna have fucking kibble, bitch? Fuck you!
It's a pitbull voiced by Joe Pesci, and Robert De Niro is a greyhound.
It's
on.
really, it's fucking about
Is that
the
what
dogs.
my hair looks like in the back?
Good collars.
We did that bit together. Anyway.
Yeah, so it was just a Pavlov's pain now.
Pavlov. You've lost your turn.
Padlocks.
He's read one thing about history, and it was a small piece of paper with some bullet points that weren't...
It was someone's middle school cheat card. Rolled up in a pencil.
I didn't know about Pavlov. Sorry, I don't study a man that tortures dogs. I'm sorry, I'm not like well-versed.
He didn't fucking torture dogs. He tortured cats. He put a cat in a fucking box. But the dogs were very well treated. He gave them food and
Wait a
treats and
minute.
shit.
He put a cat in a box?
Yeah,
you know who did that? You know who did that? Schrodinger. Schrodinger put a cat in a box.
Bro, they're
not
basically the
Pavlov.
same person.
Oh, man.
Okay.
When you think you have the moral high ground and you just come across so stupid.
Bro,
oh, my God.
I just really think
Put a
that...
cat in a box.
Cat in a
Let's
box.
let's calm down for a second, and frankly, let's just all agree that Sam needs to go back to school, and that he's dumb, and we all hate him, and we think he's the worst member of this group, and we're still open for a new host, and we'll just all agree that he's stupid and we hate him, and let's move on.
Agreed.
Personally, I think the week was beneficial. To me, I noticed it really
Couldn't tell from your numbers. So.
Got him! Oh!
It was like flipping of a switch. I guess what you were saying, kind of to clean it up and sort of give it more of a relatable spin that somebody would probably quote, or something more interesting than what you said. It's like flipping a switch when you start noticing the ums and the likes. It's like you're turning on a filter that automatically makes all your words come through a processor, and it's terrible.
I'm
It's
actually almost asleep
Does it-
now.
does
It's
it-
crazy.
Does it, like, your dick must be pretty raw. Just from you jerking yourself off all the time, huh?
It's I think it's some sort of medication thing because it is raw. Funny you mention it. So it created a sort of filter. And that filter was, I would say, immensely distracting. Thank you. It was a beneficial filter, but it creates a blocking in conversation that makes it quite difficult to surpass. So when you're talking, it's like, every time you say it's like
It
a sting.
stops you. It
Exactly
stops
like
you in your tracks.
It's literally
what I said.
to put into
But, like, in
newfound
less
words.
So for my experience, I'll say I'm gonna clean up what Chris said a little bit.
That's, I think all of us have
I'm
said
gonna-
the same
I'm
thing,
just
but
gonna
like,
take what
we're going
Chris
through the
says.
wash.
Sorry, yeah, create something new at the table,
yeah,
please. What
okay.
would you say?
Yeah, so I would say that I just feel like it's almost like I flipped a switch
Right, that makes sense.
Oh.
in my life and
Huh.
in my conversations. It's like I flipped a switch and now my eyes, the room is illuminated and my eyes are open
Okay.
to the ums and likes of my past conversations. I feel as though it stopped me in my tracks when I was talking. I would be having a fluid conversation and I would say, and then I wouldn't be able to think of anything after that because it just stopped me in my tracks.
No,
On that
that's a
portion
great
of it.
point. That's something that I also noticed about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would it would immediately cut me off. Mm-hmm. Because I would notice it. It was like a little zap, like from Schrodinger's cat.
Like a zap. Oh, you mean Pavlov's cat.
Sorry.
It's a
Sounds like you
Pandora's
don't-
box of
It
sorts.
seems like you don't know about Schrodinger's cat at all.
Well, maybe you could explain it to us then. It seems, Mr.
Oh,
Science.
No, I
If you could clear things up.
I'll clear things up because I
Yeah,
personally know
yeah.
a lot. So he rings a little bell, and then the cat dies. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah, he shoots the cat.
but he's not. The thing is that the cat is.
You're crying.
The cat's in a box, and
You're dancing.
he.
This is an improv exercise. You're in a
And
Starbucks.
he shoots. I'll take a mocha grande, a cafe latte, half fat, no fat.
She's
skim
tap
milk.
dancing. All right.
And now you just found out you have cancer.
Oof.
I do think it was beneficial. I believe that at first it was more like the first step was creating the sting, and you noticed the ums and the hms and the likes. And it didn't necessarily fix anything at the beginning for me because I was so used to just dropping them, but it hurt every time I did. And it was like, fuck, another one. Shit, another one. Because sometimes swearing is the easiest way to let go of pain and release
Well,
it.
swearing counts as one, so.
Yeah.
Well, swearing
So
is...
you should
Count
probably
both?
add those on.
No, well, sorry, I didn't swear. I don't swear at all.
Yeah, he's not the swear guy.
Not a swear guy. I will say, most of that
Oh, you will say?
that mighty number you saw on my list that you guys were rather mean about came from the first 3 days.
Huh. So 3 days you accumulated a lot.
Well,
Mine was the entire weekend. We still were 100 less than you.
yeah.
Huh.
I feel like we were talking about me.
I guess, I don't know, it's something when you start talking, it's like the lights go off, the flip is switched, and the switch is flomped, and you're crying again.
No, I'm not.
Well spoken.
I'm not crying.
So the hardest day for me was definitely the first day / 2 days. And you?
You said 3.
Yeah. But I'd say the first 2 days especially.
The first day it wasn't hard, but it was eye-opening. It was like, oh, wow, I think I say this a lot. And then it was pretty easy. I feel like I was much quicker to notice it and be able to stop it before it happened than you, because my second day went down.
I had a goddamn meeting the second day, though,
But-
and it was a very intense, terrifying meeting.
Oops.
And I say a lot of ums when I have a meeting that are
Whoopsies!
scary.
Still talking. Oopsies! Oops, you interrupted.
We should add that in. We should add that to the
The
list.
soundboard, Jenny's oopsies. I don't want to hear it ever again, in fact.
I think my hardest day was Saturday when we were playing charades. I'm making us sound very cool here.
Oh
We're
yes,
not
I'm playing
that
charades,
cool,
and then we went
man.
down to the soda joint and had some shakes. And then we went out to the drive-in theater.
Get back on track, you fucks.
And continuing the segment.
Thank you. What's the name of the robot lady?
I am without a name.
You're welcome.
No problem.
My name
No
is
problem.
Gamarmo.
Mocking my accent is offensive.
I 100% think Sam is the best at the table.
I did, but now I don't.
I mean, he
She
did it.
does not
He
like
did it
Just
getting
because you
made
can
fun of.
identify
He
stop
did it
signs
first.
in photos doesn't mean.
That was fucking cruel.
I would encourage anybody out there listening, enjoying, pleasuring themselves to our pod right now, perhaps.
Please don't
Making us-
do that.
You never know.
Don't
You
do
never
that.
know anybody
Please
out there.
Don't do that.
To just do it for a frickin' day. Tally the amount of, what do we call them? Filler
Bananas.
words you say.
Tally the bananas.
That was awesome. Thanks for interrupting
so
me
sorry.
for bananas.
Tally all the
so
bananas
sorry.
on the screen.
Blues Clues jokes over here. Throw a banana sound effect in. That'd be funny.
Ready? This is mine. This is
That's
mine.
kind of backwards. My joke is that you deep throat the bananas, similar to a penis.
That's crass.
I would encourage anybody out there to just tally your numbers for the day with your ums and your hms and your likes.
Don't get all fucking high and mighty either.
Yeah, be honest with yourselves. Look yourself in the mirror and tell the
I
truth.
feel like you guys are already lying, and I just want to say, fuck all of you for lying.
whoa.
And maybe just be
Whoa.
honest with yourselves and
Whoa.
really just count them.
Feel that
Whoa.
filter, because all it took was a day to really feel the filter in your head. Become a
Filter.
Become a filter in your head, and it explodes itself upon to you like you're the canvas and it's the paint.
I'm really not
and
sure.
Picasso.
I'm not sure if you were trying to say filter or filther.
Filter. I'm being very clear. Like what goes in a pool and it takes out the leaves, the filter, and then the thing that kind of censors words on TV. You press the button and it goes
it-
beep.
it's
It's a filter.
Okay, and then how do you spell?
Filter?
Yeah,
The way it sounds, bro. You just sounds it out. Filter.
and that spells.
Filter. When you're saying something that needs to be filtered.
Yeah, and then when you go up and when you hike a mountain, you're at a high.
Altitude.
And then those little mints that you get in the tin, what are those called?
An altitude? Let me throw a little segment at you. And this one here, this is a special segment
This is
because
my favorite segment.
Wait, is this
also
a segment?
this is
Oh my god.
This is the segment. Ooh, this is the best
I-
segment.
Comes or comes.
I have it on good authority to say this is former President Barack Obama's favorite segment.
I'm pretty sure that's probably
Yes,
that's-
I don't want to. I don't want to name drop. I
that's
don't want to be a
probably
little.
right.
Yeah, I'm not one to brag ever. Let's just say I'll be very metaphoric here. But President Obama wrote a letter to me, but
you.
referring to us, mostly me. This is his favorite segment, and that segment, of course, is
Good,
the good, the bad.
Good, bad, and the ugly. And the ugly.
The good, the bad, the ugly. Brought to you by
Barack Obama.
Sammy. Hit us with the good, please.
Why am I always the good? Sometimes.
Well, you're such a good little guy. I don't know. I just want to rub you. Go
You
ahead.
were the bad last time.
Fuck you.
Take a freaking shot every time Sam says or but. No, but thank God for Chris, because he makes you sound like a thunking, normal functioning person.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You definitely didn't count
You are
your
the
fake
good.
words throughout the week, too.
What fake words? I don't.
Funking. Yeah, you didn't count. You didn't.
Functioning.
Okay.
That's your whole. That was something that we discussed first off.
I know,
is
and
that
you definitely didn't do it.
Correlate your freaking Argolo for 2 seconds, because I never. The good, Sammy.
my self-isolation was justified. I used it.
So
thing
you're
to,
saying
like-
you're good. The good overall was you doing something that you think is nice.
Yes. You're talking.
You're
to me like
clearly
that's
not
stupid.
capable of doing this, of being the representative for
So
the good.
I think the good was that we all clearly, as you can probably tell, viewers and listeners at home,
No longer
have
say
a much. We sound smarter. I'll say we sound like more smarter people.
The good will obviously be
It's mine.
that
It is
smart
mine.
is.
It is mine. We obviously good sounding. We are and intelligence in this in the speech. We
The clear of the conversation smart is very, very. Okay, so then you're saying the good is that it makes you sound smarter. The conversation, your conversation ability becomes a little clearer without ums and transition words that make you sound stupid. Is that what you're saying in so many words, probably?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like I already said that.
Yeah, you were so clear.
I
Sorry.
pretty much said exactly that.
Right.
So I really don't know why I have to
Okay, then what's the
reiterate.
bad, Mr. Cass?
That was
I'm gonna veto.
disgusting.
I'm gonna veto that
That was
nickname.
gross.
I'm
I
gonna
think we're
veto it.
all immediately gonna shut that down.
Never catch Mr. Cass. Mr. Cass.
I am gonna say that the bad was the little zap that we discussed earlier. The little zap in the back of your head when you
I'd
realize
argue
that you
that
say
might be a good zap, though.
No, it's noticeable.
Comes from a good place, but it does
It
throw
does
off
it
a
does throw off
conversation.
conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree
So
with that
what if
completely.
you're let me paint a little scene for you.
Please.
Let me paint one.
I'd love you.
You're having a dinner party and your parents are gonna meet your new boyfriend.
Your parents are going to meet each other for the first time?
No, your girlfriend and your parents are gonna
Shut
meet
up.
each other
Keep going.
for the first time.
Keep
You're
going.
throwing off my story.
The masturbating is what's throwing off the story for me.
No. Yeah.
Your boss shows up and he's like, hey
Boss?
there, Mr. Whipple, let's have a chat about things.
Right.
And if you are so good in this chat, I'm gonna give you a big old promotion in the corner office. You're in the midst of a conversation, you're killing it, you're doing really well, and then you're stuck. You're at loss for a word for a split second, and then here it comes.
No.
Comes out, and then after doing this test, you had that little zap right in the back of your head, and the coming out is immediately triggering you to think about, I just said oh god, and then everything goes clear from your mind, and then your parents kill your girlfriend, your boss fires you, and you don't remember anything.
But my job!
And now you live on the streets. All because of that zap.
You're right, that is bad.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
So let's vote real quick before we get to the ugly. Who was clearer, the good or the bad? Place your votes. But of course, the ugly. What was the ugly? What was the ugly indeed?
Oh yes.
Chris's
ugly.
attitude during this week's
my gosh.
challenge.
God. The ugly, IMO, that's in my opinion, for our older demographic. Most of our audience is above 70.
What did you say?
The ugly would have to be, I'll say similar to yours. Maybe not the zap you get, but kind of the opposite. So I think once I started handling my ums and cutting out my ums, it did create a benefit because it does make your thoughts sound a little more fluent. As you're noticing right now, I sound so fluent, so intelligent. You're probably inspired.
Yeah, you sound really fluid.
Really
Right.
smart.
Yeah,
How I said.
I would say so, for sure. But it creates a kind of, because instead of the ums, I kind of replaced it with a little bit more silence. I realized I use ums and likes kind of to fill silence.
How's that
when
the ugly?
Maybe it's not the ugly, but for
I
me,
picture you silent sometimes. It's awesome.
Incredible.
well, for me, I like to think aloud and to be kind of creating a game of my conversation. So you're experiencing with me. It's immersive, baby. You're feeling what I'm feeling. There's a spider falling from the ceiling right now.
Where?
Right here.
Oh.
It creates a lag. I'll say a lag. Maybe there's a benefit to not saying ums in there, but I think slower because I'm trying to be more careful about what I'm saying, and it creates maybe a little less intention by what I'm saying because I'm trying to be so careful about not saying ums and likes, so it's creating a
like
slowness.
You weren't careful, though.
I was when I got good at it, okay? Yeah, just because I did a lot of yip and yap in the first 2 days, that a lot of likes and ums and likes and does and who's and hms came out, fine. But it created a sort of ugliness to my conversation, and yes, there's a sexiness to it, which is definitely the good. My ugly is also...
I don't believe that's what I said the good was.
Right, totally. But the ugly for me, though, was that it created more slow thinking to get my conversations clean rather than to say the things I'm feeling and thinking.
You have so much spit in your mouth.
Does it make sense what I said? I think so.
It does.
Look at his
That's
mouth.
why his lips aren't that kissable.
True.
What? No, kiss him. Try him. Take him for a spin.
Try him out.
Give him a little spin.
So, good,
I have-
smarter, bad, zap, ugly, conversational
Chris,
slowness.
today.
Yes.
Conversational twistings.
Yeah.
I just want to point something out that I found very interesting, and I'm still finding interesting even after we're kind of done this challenge.
Yes.
Is the fact that I notice people saying and
So much more. I agree.
You said it simultaneously.
Yeah.
with me, which I didn't love.
I agreed so much.
However, I feel like I'm noticing it so much. Oh my god! That anytime anyone else says it, I want them to shut the fuck up, Sam.
Oh my god.
I feel so close to you. Your hands are so warm. Ew, Chris,
I'm constantly boiling.
Let's hold
over.
hands.
I'm constantly the opposite of you.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to what
Everybody's favorite
This
segment.
has
if
been
I'm
called-
being
guys.
so bold.
the New York Times called this their favorite segment.
Yeah.
This
New York
is
Times, yeah. The Washington Post.
Said that it was
Was
the
too
New
busy.
York Times.
they were
too busy
occupied,
talking
but the
about
New York
something
Times
else.
was desperate for articles, and they love this segment. This is the biggest loser.
That's so aggressive.
Once I get
That
out.
really is gonna be piercing.
It's the biggest loser. Yes.
So this is actually a rather creative one because I think the loser is me. I think the loser's me with such a high number.
That's so big of
Wow,
him.
so
But
humble.
please let me continue. I believe the winner
He's gonna
is
say you
me.
because- Oh, okay.
The winner is me too. The winner and the loser because I have learned so much. This has been a roller coaster. Consider seeing where I was on day one with my ums and my hums, but yet now in conversation, you can't even find me using a filler word. It's nowhere to be seen because I've improved so much, so vastly, so knowledgeably.
Okay, I have a question for you. So where do you think
I
Sam and I stand?
I kind of want to agree with him just because that's crazy. That he
Where,
thinks
so
that.
where in your mind, in your big giant mind, because you have such a big fucking head. Let me just regroup, restart.
Big brain.
Where in your mind,
Big brain.
normal mind, do you think Sam and I stand?
Well, Sam is you guys are both in purgatory amidst me. If I'm heaven and hell, you don't exist.
So I think we're both in the middle.
Yes.
That you won and lost, and that Sam and I
are both in the middle, and Sam is a little lower because he cut himself off from
So
society.
we're both in the middle, but
Literally
it's a
every
lower,
week is
it's a
that
lower.
I do that. It's not anything new. It's how I live my life.
Well, maybe you
We
should
did
figure-
specify though that we can't not have conversations because of the, you know what I mean? So
yeah, but no, it wasn't me
I
not
understand.
having
I
conversations
understand,
because
but
of
we
this.
also win out
Yeah,
of
well,
our way
if
to
I
have
were to
conversations,
say,
but it's
if we're not swearing for a week and I decide to become a Buddhist monk who swears silence, does it count?
No, but
That's right.
I continually do this. I spend most of my time in my room by myself. So
Let's
that's something
just
that I
say-
already do.
I know you're playing checkers and I'm playing chess, but
Me and Chris love talking to people. It's our favorite.
No, but you guys live in the same room, so you can't do that.
that's my stance. Jenny, what's your stance? Winner, loser, please.
I don't even know how to follow that up.
Totally.
It was incredible.
Thank you.
That was incredible.
I agree.
I agree.
So humble of you.
That's right, because I'm something of a humble man.
You are humbled
And a man. Say it.
and you are chuffed.
And I'm a man.
You're a humble chap.
Stop, I'm a man.
I'm speechless.
Thank you. So you agree?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Should we move on?
I don't agree.
Cool.
Shall we declare it official or?
I'm speechless right now.
I think
Sam, who won, who lost?
you did lose, just according to the numbers.
Interesting.
Okay, well, we
According to
are
the
winning.
numbers.
I'm
Really?
agreeing with you so far.
Yes.
Right?
You think
I think
that Chris won?
I'm gonna give it to Chris. That is fucking bold, and I respect it.
Because I've improved greatly across the week.
It's so funny.
I
that you
agree.
think that.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in here and say, look at the fucking numbers. I'm not saying that Chris won. That's so irritating.
We are all in agreement then.
No, Chris
the
fucking
winner.
lost and I fucking won. Look at the goddamn numbers. Chris didn't even try the first 3 days. He didn't even fucking try.
Okay, listen, we all agree I'm the loser. Great. So the Sammy has been announced. We just need a champion, but I've said me and Sam has said me. So it seems... Sorry, if you could clarify, Jenny. I know you're something of a math
Are
wizard.
you fucking kidding
Does
me?
2 beat 1? Does 2 beat 1?
I'm taking it
No,
back.
no!
I'm taking it back.
Bro, you cannot expect that
Oh
to be
my
a
god.
thing.
Oh my
That's
god, it's Jenny. Yeah.
ridiculous.
But I've become something. I've earned my keep, and I've become an
I'll
homeless
argue.
man.
Let me argue that you have become something.
And I
You've
think
become an even bigger piece of shit than I could have ever imagined.
And I was gonna say your skin looks great today.
Thanks, it does.
So what is? I mean, be clear here. You're saying I'm the winner?
no.
Okay. I'm not. I feel like I
I'd
can't
like
even
to
hear
change
you.
my answer. I really think that. Don't smile like that.
Yeah,
You have
worth
a glow.
noting. I have huge balls, and I did come a long
Your
way
balls
this
are
week.
huge.
Thank you. Tremendously
Throbbing.
big, throbbing.
Huge.
Yeah, they are hurting. I think that definitely worth singing my praises a little bit, though, that I came in both very beautifully, and I won in spirit, and I did a great job, and I've come a long way. Great job, Chris. Should we give me a round of applause?
Yeah, I think maybe
You guys
Yeah,
are
we
clapping.
should.
deserve a
We
pat
should.
on the back.
No! Oh! Stop! Okay, bring on the ceremony, assholes. This is the declaration of the loser, and it pains me to say that it is unfortunately me
You just
this
tried to
week.
talk right through a burp, huh?
Yeah, well, it was just like nature takes its course.
Don't
But so this is the crown trophy for the loser of the week to inspire he or she to become better. And that is just what this shall do, because within it is a rotting sandwich we call the Sammy.
Don't even say rotting. It's oddly preserved.
It's not fresh.
It's 11 weeks old, guys.
Yes.
No, but it's not even rotting. It's
Okay.
just there.
But Jenny, why is it called the Sammy, you might ask?
well, so this is a funny story.
Funny
Oh my
little
God, it's
mix
so
up.
funny, I
A
love it.
funny little story. Me
little
and Chris
blooper.
It's funnier
were
every time.
walking,
time,
taking
funniest.
a walk, discussing
Quick
what
version.
punishment could
Yeah.
be, and we came upon the name from the heavens, like it was sent down to us almost. The Sammy.
Sammy, because
Named
it's
after a sandwich.
sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
It's a cute
Yeah.
way to call a
And
sandwich
then
a sandwich.
It was funny because we came in and we realized,
Oh my gosh.
oops, this is Sammy right here.
That's
so now,
where it was funny for
now
me
it's
too.
kind of synonymous that Sam Caswell is kind of synonymous with loser.
Loser,
So
yeah. It smells so... the cardboard is so engraved with cheese. And I am the loser. Let's end things
Hey
off.
guys, just so you're aware, I used the opportunity for when you open the box, rip a fat one.
That's why it
I was
double
gonna-
stinks right
I
now.
was gonna say it smells like a Sammy.
It smells like a double Sammy
Like a
up
big
in
ol'
here right now.
Sammy.
There's two Sammys in the room.
It worked perfectly.
Okay, so let me end things off by asking you, my close dear friends.
Where
Are
they?
you-
Do we have some friends here?
Where, idiot?
That was uncalled for. Are you both, and am I too, 3, better off better or better off worse after doing this for a week?
Better off better.
That was
It's better off better.
That's quick.
Prompt, yeah.
Better off better. It's
Oh,
better off
totally.
For
better.
you.
So you'll continue. Will you continue
I'm gonna
carefully
try.
yourself? Yeah.
I'm gonna. This is something that I don't think is too aggressive like we did before, like juice cleanse, like that's different, like something like that. It's
never
not gonna
drinking
change.
juice again.
It's not gonna change how I live my life that drastically. I just
something
have
good
to
to
think
keep
about
in
it.
mind.
Yeah, I just have to think about how I speak more.
I couldn't agree more. Better off better. I will continue to try to improve myself with ums and uhs, and I'm sure you'll see it on the podcast. I'll be flawless, conversationally speaking, forever,
Just
probably.
as he has been this podcast.
You've seen it. Jenny?
I'll say better off better.
Wow, unanimous. I love it.
Wow.
Do you do?
Yeah, should we hold hands or
Thanks.
something?
I'm okay.
Kiss, maybe?
I'm good.
Okay, we don't, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I'm good.
You were fondling
Okay.
the Sammy off screen.
Yeah,
so.
they smell like sandwich, my hands. Anyway, so that concludes this week's episode then. We've done so good. Such a great job here without filler words.
I agree. Like.
Thank you everybody for listening to this week's episode.
Thank you.
Okay.
Backing you up.
Anyways, didn't feel backed up.
That's right.
Listen to us on any platform
All of them
that
even.
you can listen to podcasts on.
You could listen to them on one and then jump to the next one and listen to it again.
That's just what you could do. Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Sam, for that glowing recommendation. Please review us on iTunes. That does a whole lot
Yes.
for us.
Drop
We
a 5
love
stars.
that.
We would literally love all of you
Go
physically.
look at my mom's review. It's very, very sweet.
Yep,
She likes
check it out.
She likes the show, so as should you.
Big incentive coming soon too for those who give us 5 stars on iTunes. Big ups
Stuff.
coming
Big
soon.
stuff coming. Join us next week as we venture into a little
Meditation. Venture into the world of meditation.
We'll be saying for the right
am I
reasons.
right?
next
Oh,
week.
yeah.
Oh
so
my god. Thank you
some
again, Sam.
Big
Thank you.
opinions
Oh my
coming there.
God.
This is wonderful.
Okay, that was wonderful. I will see all of you guys next time, and especially all of you listeners next time. Thank you
All
so
of our
much.
Bobs
Thank
out
you,
there.
everybody.
Our
Thank you,
Better Off
Bobs.
Betters.
Thank you, Bobs. 3,
Bye-bye.
2, 1. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Nice.
Maybe we should just say like, see ya next time.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I don't think so.
I hated it.
It's finally over. Thank you for listening. See you next time.